Well, after giving his stance on abortion with Sage Steele all the way up through the ninth month and beyond,
Fuck.
he had some deep retrospective backlash.
Oh, yes, of course.
Anyway, RFK, your thoughts? What the
fuck?
Wow. Is it getting hot in here?
What?
What I really meant to say was, thank you, RFK Jr., for once again blowing up any credibility whatsoever. I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this.
Yeah.
It's What's Next. A happy Wednesday, happy midweek, happy hump day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jazz Borganzo. What's next? Another episode for you. Your daily dose, as always. Hope you guys are feeling good today. RFK Jr. Now, for those of you who do not know, RFK Jr. is running for president. Yes, he is supposed to be the middle, the moderate, the balance between Donald Trump and Dementia Joe. So for those who hate Dementia, that too, for those who hate Trump's guts and who can't stand Dementia Joe because he's fought over the country, you got RFK Jr. He's supposed to be, like I said, he's supposed to be the balance. His claim to fame, going after COVID, going after China, going after Fauci, going after NIH, going after anybody that has anything to do with the pandemic. And then once the vaccine came out, he went full bore and was tearing holes, going after anybody involved with the vaccine, including one Donald Trump, of course, the architect. And how lockdowns have destroyed churches, businesses, and ruined lives, literally, physically, and mentally. But in a recent interview with Sage Steele, he sat down, talked about a myriad of things, a myriad of topics that are going on hand, what his policies were, and so forth. But the big thing that stood out was his stance on abortion, which of course is a litmus test for a lot of people. But abortion, it turned out not to be his strong suit, because his comments were, oof. But then again, here we go. This comes from the Sage Steele show, and this is RFK Jr., and she challenges him on abortion.
And it depends on what you've read, what we've heard over the last, let's just say, year.
It's about 5 minutes
Your
long.
stance
We may
on
play the entirety,
abortion.
but we're going to get the gist of his
Is
comments.
I'm going to get pregnant and carry that baby to 8 months of term, and then I'm going to terminate the pregnancy. I don't think anybody wants to do that.
9
That
months,
has
but
happened
anyway.
too many times to count, though, where these
I'm sure it has happened. I would say in almost all those cases, there's extenuating circumstances.
who knows? But I mean, especially when there's drugs involved and people aren't thinking clearly, at the end of the day, it is happening.
What I'm saying is I don't think any woman sets out saying, I'm going to carry a baby for 8 months and abort him.
Sure, but they could change their mind at 8 months, and this is what we've
Exactly,
seen. So
and I
should they
think
be
when that
allowed to do it
happens-
full term?
So again, I respect people who, I think there's a very, very good argument. Not just
She's
a
pressing
compelling
him.
argument,
She's pressing him.
that the state has a interest in protecting a fully formed fetus. I absolutely think that argument is very convincing. But again, I come down to the fact that I don't trust the state, and I think we need to trust the woman. And I don't think that that's a satisfactory outcome, because there's always going to be instances where bad things happen.
Yes, we can't prevent that.
Either way, there's going to be bad things.
But so in other words, keeping it as is, with Roe versus Wade having been overturned, and
It's
leaving it
number
up to
3.
the states to determine if and when a woman can have an abortion?
No, I wouldn't leave it to the states.
You wouldn't, right?
No, I would.
You would say completely. It's up to the
my
woman.
belief is we should leave it to the woman. We shouldn't have government involved,
even if it's full term.
There it is. Number
even
3.
if it's full term.
Boom. Okay. Well, that was the money shot right there. And I love how Sage Steele didn't just come out and hit him over the head with it. Basically said, okay, here's where we were. Here's where we are. And now where do we go from here? Catholic charities. People change their minds. Drugs are involved when making decisions like this, life-altering decisions like this, and but you're okay with all the way up to the 9th month. He talked about circumstances, other, situations. And of course, like I said, there's always situations, there's always circumstances. But then after the 3rd time she asked him, he says, yeah. Oof. That was a week ago. So now we're going to go, after some deep retrospective, some serious backlash occurred. And he had a change of thought. So this is from Chief Nerd. And of course, we go to X. And he is singing a little different tune now. Let's listen.
Recently started saying this about me because my official position changed on the abortion issue. And so they said, well, he flip-flopped on that. But, I don't think anybody really seriously accused me of being a flip-flopper for the reason that you say that I've taken.
Oh, and by the way, he wrote, I don't know how long, maybe it was about a 3 or 4 page post in regards to how he came about changing his mind in regards to deep thoughts. Yeah.
In very, very unpopular positions and stuck with them. And what I say is, there's no way that you can change my mind by calling me names or by criticizing me or by marginalizing or vilifying me. You can always change my mind with facts. If you tell me I'm wrong about it, show me that I'm wrong about something, about one of my presumptions, I'm going to change my mind.
Yeah, like when it came to child mutilation, when it came to changing sexes and changing genders. Yeah. He said he wasn't too educated on that. And then days later, he flipped a script and says, yeah, this is not good for minors. When Patrick Bet-David grilled him on it a little bit, and he said, even minors? He was like, yeah, I'm not too well informed on this. Yeah, he got well informed real fast when he flipped the script on it. But
And that's what happened with the abortion thing. So, my position on abortion was that it should always be a woman's choice, right up to the very end. And my assumption was that any abortion that occurs during that, 9th month, in 9th month, you're basically killing a child, right? My presumption was.
He didn't say that with Sage. He had his chance. Wow, my voice cracked. Holy cow. Peter Brady moment. But he had his chance, and he's backpedaling.
Is that no woman's going to deliberately carry a child for 9 months and then 2 days before it's born abort it? Who would do that? So it could only be.
There have been circumstances.
In instances where the mother's life was at stake, or there was some other, overwhelming medical issue involved, and that it shouldn't be up to a bureaucrat of the state to dictate the outcome of those kind of decisions. It should be up to the mother, her relationship with her family, her conversation with her pastor, with her doctors, etc. It's a very difficult decision. I don't want a bureaucrat making it. But then I learned I was wrong, that there are actually a huge amount, comparatively, of elective abortions at that time. And my belief is that, the state, at that time, you've got a wholly formed, viable child, that the state has some interest in protecting that baby. So, as you guys know, you come from presumably Irish Catholic families.
Yeah.
My family is split about this. About right to life, right to choice. I've been a medical freedom advocate. I've been I've been the leading advocate in the country for medical autonomy, freedom of choice. So I think the woman should always choose, but in this case, if it's a fully formed baby, that the state does have some interest in protecting that life.
Yeah.
Now, he says, well, you know what? You coming after me, calling me names and the vitriol and the backlash and the hate and, stop the hate. Can you stop the hate? Well, I've said in previous videos that RFK Jr. is no dummy. He's no dummy. Like I say, he's a very smart guy. I mean, he was on top of COVID like that. I mean, he was on top of it. Everything from China conspiracy all the way up through vaccines, all the way up through government mandates, lockdowns, what have you. It was scorched earth when it came to how the COOF has wrecked this country and the magical vaxes. Why not do the same with abortion? How can you not be fully educated, engaged regarding that? Same thing when it comes to child mutilation, child castration, mentally, physically, through hormones, through therapies, ruining kids' lives. How do you not be on top of it when this has been such a hot, and I mean like white hot topic for pretty much the last 2-3 years? Kind of scratch your head. But with this, yeah, he knew he was going to feel the fire. And he felt the fire, because it took him less than 7 days for him to come out with a 3 or 4 page exhortation on why I was wrong about this. And then now, of course, the interview with Chief Nerd. Yeah, here's why I was wrong. And I was educated with facts. Yeah, facts and common sense, critical thinking go a long way, Junior. And wow, I hate to say it, but that train completely missed you on these topics anyway. But with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. What did you think? Talk about flipping scripts. I mean, The Flash would have been cheering him for how fast he was backpedaling. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.